We've been waiting all season long, and it's finally here. The 2019 high school football playoffs. Welcome inside the Friday Night Blitz, San Antonio's only 30-minute high school football show. And it's a good thing this show is a half hour long because we're going to need every single second of it to bring you 14 different playoff games from in and around South Texas. No more wasting time. Let's get right to it. Our game of the week features the top-ranked Brandeis Broncos and the Johnson Jaguars. Brandeis, your District 28 6A champion, looking to stay undefeated and improve to 11-0. Johnson, meanwhile, looking to change that this week. Jags draw first blood in this one. Quarterback Ty Reisner. Deep pass to wideout Shane Johnson. Johnson, a beautiful catch. Jags up 7-0. Then Jags ball again. Reisner scrambling out of the pocket, gets rid of it, but it's intercepted, and Frank Johnson comes up with a clutch INT, and Brandeis takes advantage. Running back Corinne Holmes makes his way through traffic, dives into the end zone for the score. Game tied at 7-all. Then Jags pounce again. Reisner, plenty of time, but then here comes the pressure, has to get rid of it, chucks it up to the back corner of the end zone. Jaron Randall with a beautiful catch. Johnson now up 14-7, but Broncos Holmes just getting warmed up. This time runs it in from 19 yards out, tying the game 14-14 at the half. Then Broncos quarterback Jordan Battles, who was hurt last week, comes in the second half. Game tied at 21, rushes this one in from 8 yards out. That would be the go-ahead score late in the quarter. Battles would add another touchdown later on to seal the deal. Broncos win 42-28. Here's Marcus Floyd with the quarterback.
What was the reason why you didn't get to start this week? I mean, what was hurt, and then why come back, and what was the difference?
Last week versus Taft, we had fun with football, and dude, I got speared in the side, so we were really worried. I had to go get a X-ray and a CT scan, so we were really concerned throughout the week, just trying to figure out if I was going to play or not. But I spent a lot of time in the treatment, getting treatment and everything at school. But my boys trusted me, and I trusted them.
Now, how about when you came in? I mean, what did you get? You gave them a bit of a boost. Were you happy and proud of the way your team held it down while you were out?
It was crazy just when I came out here. Stands got wild. My team looked at me and they're like, "All right, JB, let's go." And I told them, I was like, "I trust y'all. So I hope y'all trust me." I love those guys. They work hard all week. They kept me free from injury.
What was the difference in this game tonight, do you think?
First round of playoffs. I mean, now it's win or go home. So I think that was a big part of this.
Coach said you guys needed a little adversity to start out the postseason. You think that'll help you guys propel you forward?
Yes, sir. We were tied 14-14 at half. We haven't been in that predicament all year, so it kind of took us, it kind of shocked us, just being down. But we went into that locker room, we talked to the team, just us captains and everything, and got our team focused. And we came out here for the second half and got it done.
Much more from Marcus later on the show, but first, how about we check in on another big first-round matchup? The 8-2 Steele Knights taking on the 9-1 Austin Westlake Chaparrals. Knights have won 2 of 3 against the Chaparrals, but their most recent win all the way back in 2013. Second quarter action, Westlake up 6-0, but Knights have an answer. Quarterback Wyatt Beagle hands it off to DeQuavion Thomas. Thomas rushes it in with ease, so Knights up 7-6, but not for long. Chaparrals quarterback Kirkland Michaud throws it to Ryan Lindley at the 20. No one can catch Lindley. He's in the end zone with ease. Chaparrals take back the lead 13-7. Then after a Westlake field goal, Chaparrals enter the fourth quarter up 16-7 and keep adding to it. Michaud again. This time, handoff to Jackson Coker. Coker dives into the end zone, extending the lead 23-7. Chaparrals run away with this one 30-7 over Steele. How about Smithson Valley Rangers and the Lake Travis Cavaliers? Second year in a row, the two are squaring off in a Class 6A by district matchup. Rangers have never beaten the Cavaliers before, hoping this will be the first. Early in the game, running back Wesley Irwin takes it up the middle, loses the ball, recovered by the Rangers. However, shortly after, Cavs take over again. Quarterback Nate Yarnell floats one beautifully to Grayson Sandlin for the touchdown. Lake Travis then decides to go for 2 here. Yarnell, QB keeper, he's able to get it in. 2 more on the board for Lake Travis. Shortly after that, Weston Stevens is in at running back, and he's able to pick up some first down yardage to help ice things away for Lake Travis. Lake Travis goes on to win it 21-3 over Smithson Valley. Over at Rutledge Stadium, 9-1 Judson Rockets facing the 8-2 Buda Hayes Rebels. Judson leads the overall series between the two, 3-2, and won the most recent matchup last year. Second half action, Judson forces Hayes to punt. It's tipped. Judson recovers it to bring it back to the 10-yard line. So Rockets in position to score. Quarterback Mike Chandler hands it off to Brown Trey, slips right on in there for the touchdown. Judson up 35-0. Next, Hayes desperate for some offense. Quarterback Doreno Hill spots Joe Engel Carrasco on his left for a good gain. Hayes close to scoring, and then a few plays later, Hill hits Bryant Lewis. Avoids the defense, rides the sideline for a touchdown, but Rockets too much for the Rebels. Judson wins it 56-21 that final. Quick look back at Thursday night scores. 3 games helped us kick off week 1 of the postseason. Brennan gets a 35-13 win over Roosevelt. Wagner shuts out Harlandale 62-0, and Navarro stays undefeated, 45-0 win over Crystal City. All right, back to the action. How about your District 26 6A champion, Clemens Buffaloes, taking on the Austin Bowie Bulldogs. Buffaloes coming off that big win over Judson last week, looking to carry over that momentum. It's the Bulldogs, though, that bite first. First drive of the game, Evan Mallett to Jaden York for the score, 7-0 Bowie. Very next drive, Buffalo strike back. Handoff to Amari Williams. Williams runs it on into the end zone for the Clemens touchdown. Game tied at 7, and the fans are loving it. Second quarter, Buffaloes do it all over again. Williams goes right, leaps into the end zone, staying on his feet until he has a nice little celebration roll. Buffs take the lead. Later on, Clemens receiver Vincent Perez off to the races down the sideline, another touchdown. Clemens advances to the second round with a 27-17 win. Over at the Blossom, Stevens Falcons taking on District 27 6A champs Madison Mavericks. First ever meeting between the two. Madison going to start things off with the ground game. Darian Gill takes the rock, breaks down the sideline, finally gets pushed out of bounds around the 20. That's going to set his team up nicely. A little later, Gill finds a hole, rumbles on into the end zone. Madison with a 7-0 lead. Mavericks don't take the foot off the gas. Quarterback Michael Garza hits Josh Cooper. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. Garza makes the short pass, and that's going to be to Royal Kyle for the score, 14-0 Madison. That final score, Mavericks run away with it 28-21. Stay with us. Back after this. Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. Harlan High School is only in its second year as a varsity football program. However, Eddie Salas has quickly turned the Hawks into a state title contender. After winning the District 14 5A title last week, the Hawks head into the postseason undefeated at a perfect 10-0. However, the Burbank Bulldogs have other plans in this first round matchup. First quarter, Harlan quarterback Cannon Williams hands it off to A.J. McCade for a gain of about 12 yards here. Next, Cannon shows off his cannon. Deep ball to Andreas Spriggs for about 45 yards, drawing towards the end zone, getting closer than Williams. Another handoff to McCade. McCade breaks a few tackles, shows off his speed. Burbank defense can't get a hold of him. McCade finds the end zone with ease. Big score for Harlan early on. They would run away with this big win, 49-7, stay perfect and advanced to the second round. How about the Brackenridge Eagles and the Southwest Dragons? Pick it up. Second quarter action, no score yet. Southwest with the ball. Matthew Luna lets one fly. Beautiful pass right into the hands of Angel Carrillo. Dragons in Eagles territory, but then things get weird. Southwest tries their luck on the ground, but it's a fumble. Brackenridge recovers. Looks like they're going to take over, but then the Eagles cough it up. 2 fumbles. Southwest falls on it, and, well, we're right back where we started. Dragons then cash in on a lucky break. Luna looking at Carrillo's direction again. Ball gets tipped, but Carrillo somehow comes down with the ball. Touchdown Dragons after a great catch. Eagles had a chance to get on the board in the final seconds of the half, but Southwest gets a hand on it. Kick is no good. Dragons win this one 17-14 over the Brackenridge Eagles. Over at BISD Stadium, Leander Glen Grizzlies, Bernie Champion Chargers meeting for the very first time. Leander Glen would strike on their very first possession. Quarterback Drew McGuire Connects with receiver Jarvis Henderson. Great throw, great catch for a Grizzly touchdown. Glenn up 7-0. Then Bernie Champion answers back and, well, never looks back. Charger running back Tamari Jenkins finds his way to the house. Short yard touchdown run, game tied at 7-all. Ensuing kickoff would be muffed by Glenn and recovered by Bernie Champion. This was their second muffed kickoff in a row. Bernie quarterback Luke Boyers takes advantage, throws one deep, hits receiver John Marino, corner of the end zone for the Charger touchdown. But it's the Glenn Grizzlies that would get the, Bernie Champion Chargers. Big win, 70-34 over Glenn. All right, last week Clemens took down top-ranked Judson to earn its first district title in 13 years. The Buffaloes snapped the Rockets' 19-game regular season win streak, and a big reason why was the 148 yards and 2 scores by their star quarterback. Marcus Floyd has more on this week's Player of the Week, brought to you by Air Force Recruiting and AFFCU.
The Air Force and Air Force Federal Credit Union, Sports Tonight, and Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week to Max DiDomenico.
Max had a really great game last week, and with that big win over Judson, he exhibits his leadership skills, his confidence that is infectious to the rest of the Clemens football team and organization.
It's a blessing, really. Everyone here supports the whole football team. This is a team award, and I couldn't do it without my teammates.
Just keep doing the things he's doing by being a great student athlete. He has 104, 105 GPA. It's amazing. And, by keep being that example in that classroom and then being that example on the football field, and you do those things, great things happen.
Great program out here for the Clemens Buffaloes. Big shout out to Marcus Washington, Caleb Callahan, and Kiara Haynes. Now, if you go out to a game tonight and you see with your own 2 eyes a player that should epitomize the Sports Tonight, Air Force and Air Force Federal Credit Union Player of the Week, just go to sportstonight.com and click Contact Us and nominate said player. But for now, for the Air Force and Air Force Federal Credit Union, Sports Tonight, and Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, I'm Marcus Floyd.
The Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week is brought to you by United States Air Force, Aim High, and Air Force Federal Credit Union, Integrity, Service, Excellence.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. The UTSA Roadrunners will be kicking off in the Alamo Dome later on tonight when they host CUSA rivals Southern Miss. But before the Roadrunners got in there, the Dome belonged to the Greyhounds and the Pirates last night. Hidalgo High School taking on Bernie High School in the 4A Division I Region 4 by district matchup. Hidalgo has first possession here, and something you don't normally see in playoffs, fumble. And, well, Bernie recovers, but then look what happens next. Bernie's chance to take an advantage, but they can't hold on to the ball. Somebody hold on to the rock. Luckily, though, Bernie recovers. Still, Bernie's ball, Rashawn Galloway. Plenty of time, launches this one deep, and it's caught by Matthew Corey. 7-0 Bernie. Huge touchdown for the Greyhounds, and Hidalgo not going away just yet. Angel Lopez breaks away from the pile, manages to make his way to the end zone. Game tied at 7-all, but this one belongs to Bernie as they get the win 34-7 over Hidalgo. In 4A Division II, Wimberley Texans and the Poteet Aggies going head-to-head in the Region 4 by-district showdown. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Wimberley, running back Moses Ray, bulldozes his way into the end zone from 2 yards out. Texans with an early 7-0 lead. Wimberley ball again. This time quarterback Cooper McCollum throws it middle of the end zone. Christian Marshall comes out of nowhere. Nice grab by Marshall, making it 14-0 Texans. Aggies would then answer back later on. However, Wimberley goes on to win it 49-35 that final. Over in Corpus Christi, neutral site game between the La Feria Lions and the Lavernia Bears. Lions coming out attacking in the first quarter. Quarterback Dorian Hernandez drops a dime. What a throw right in the hands to wideout Derek Perez. Perez gets down to about the 2-yard line, and then Angel Garcia takes care of the rest, punches in the score for the Lions, taking a 7-0 lead. The Bears, though, looking to answer back. Running back Jody Gonzalez takes a rock, rushes it in. Bears tie the game 7-7. Then after a Lavernia stop, Gonzalez again with the rock and again finds the end zone. Bears this time go up 14-7. LaFeria, though, with a lot of fight left in them, their turn to answer back. Hernandez finds Dario Sanchez, corner of the end zone, game-tying score. Lions would keep attacking all night long. LaFeria runs away with this one 63-42, that final. How about the 7-1 Southside Cardinals taking on the 9-1 Pioneer Diamondbacks? First ever meeting between the two schools, and Diamondbacks come out firing. Quarterback Eddie Lee Marburger holds on to the rock, runs it in for the first touchdown of the game. Pioneer up 6-0. Diamondback defense coming up clutch as well, making a big stop here, putting a halt to Southside's Christopher Camarillo. Doesn't let him get very far. And then very next drive, Diamondbacks again, this time Marburger. Fader to LeVar Lindo, corner for another Pioneer touchdown, make that 14-0. And once again, fourth down, Pioneer defense comes through. Ball gets stripped, goes out of the sideline. Pioneer runs away with this one 59-14 over Southside. All right, take a quick break from the highlights because we all know football wouldn't be what it is without the fans. Here's this week's Fan Cam brought to you by Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. We're back after this. We still have one last game to get to here on the Friday Night Blitz, a TAPS Division II matchup between the Holy Cross Knights and the St. Joseph Flyers. Both teams got out to a slow start in this one, but eventually settled down a bit for the first round of playoffs. Late in the first quarter, no score until Chris Malero changes that, takes the handoff, plunges his way in the end zone. Holy Cross striking first, up 7-0. Later on, first half, same score. St. Joseph starts to get their ground game working. Griffin Keon has room to run. Senior picks up first down yardage and then some just inside the 20. Few plays later, Keon off and running again, this time into the end zone. Touchdown. Flyers game tied at 7 midway through the second quarter. However, St. Joseph would go on to defeat Holy Cross in a very tight matchup, 3-point game. St. Joseph with a 24-21 win over Holy Cross. All right, we have a special treat for you this week in our Coaches Connection. The Lenhoff family has helped grow athletics here in South Texas for a long time. That's why there's Lenhoff Stadium named after them. Marcus caught up with Athletic Director Scott Lenhoff to help us bust a move.
Hey guys, now I'm joined by the athletic director of the Church Cibolo ISD. Coach, what is it like to build this program out here, not only with Clemens and Steele?
Just both communities. I don't know if I had much part in building it. These guys have done a great job. Both Jared Johnson, David Sines at Steele, and a very supportive community that backs our kids and backs athletics. The central office kind of starting at the top and understanding of the role that athletics plays in the overall educational setting. And it's been exciting. It's been an exciting year. Of course, both teams in the football playoffs, both teams in the volleyball playoffs early on. Successful tennis programs.
Okay. But if they win state, are you going to do the worm like Coach Johnson?
I'm not doing the worm. I've already told them that I can't do the worm. I don't know if Coach Johnson actually did the worm either. I think that was some remix version that not many people have seen.
What's your breakdance go-to move?
You know what? A little running man, maybe. A little, I'm trying to think back to some of the locker room celebrations we've had. I don't know if you could name it. It was so bad, but been known to bust a move after a big win, though.
He can bust a move whenever he needs to.
Well, we always save the best for last here on the Friday Night Blitz. Here's this week's top plays brought to you by IHOP. Thanks so much for watching the Friday Night Blitz. We only have one more show left. Hope to see you right back here next Saturday for week 2 of playoffs.